So how do you actually win consistently at poker? Well, as a 10+ year professional poker player myself, I can tell you that there are a series of simple and repeatable strategies that I have used to consistently get good results in this game, and I believe that anybody can learn these, and I'm going to walk you step by step through them in today's video. Let's jump into it. Number one, position is a weapon. So guys, you have to understand that at the poker table, acting last equals winning more. And the reason why is because you get to see what they do first, and this is a massive advantage in a game of incomplete information like poker. Let me give you an example. You've got the ace of spades and the jack of hearts on the button versus a weak poker player. So we're on the button here. We're going to be acting last on the flop, turn, and river. And critically, we are up against a weak player in this example, and that means this is the kind of player who is easily pushed around. This is the kind of player who likes to talk themselves into making a fold, and we're going to give them a reason to fold in this hand. So the flop comes down with the 8-8-5. That's a diamond, heart, club. So this is a rainbow flop, meaning that there is no flush draw on this board. This is a paired board as well, so there's not a whole lot going on here. They make a bet and you decide to call. Now this is a standard call here for me in position. People will be saying, but Nathan, we don't have anything. No, actually we do have something here. Number one, we have ace high, which means we are well ahead of all of their king highs and queen highs. For example, if they have king queen or queen jack, we're way ahead of those hands. But number two, crucially, we have position, and we're going to exploit that by making the call here. Turn comes down with the queen of spades and they check. Guys, this is your green light here to use your position to take this pot away from them. You should make a bet here right now. You only need to bet around half pot. Bottom line, guys, use your position as a weapon at the poker table. Call them light on the flop and then wait for them to check and give up on the turn. Make a small bet and take the pot away. Number two, overbet the river all in. Guys, this strategy right here is pure rocket fuel for your winnings at the poker table. You raise it up with two red fives. That's the 5 of hearts and the 5 of diamonds, and one of our fishy friends calls. Now this is a recreational player. They just play the game for fun. They're just trying to get lucky at the poker tables. They're not watching a video like this. They don't take the game seriously like you do. So let's skip ahead all the way to the river now, which is the 4 of hearts, the 5 of spades, the 4 of spades, the 6 of diamonds, and the 3 of spades. So what you hopefully noticed about this board is multiple things. Number one, we hit top full house on the flop. And number two, there are so many different straights and flushes and trips that came through on the river here. And that is why what you want to do versus a recreational player is shove all in on this river. I don't care if there's only $100 in the pot right now. If you got $500 behind you, shove it all in the middle right now. Now, why should we do that? Because we need to always remember that recreational players do not fold straights. They don't fold flushes. They don't fold 3 of a kind. Remember, guys, any 7 or any 2 on this board has a straight. Any 2 spades on this board has a flush. And if they have any 4 in their hand, they have 3 of a kind, aka trips. Guys, these players don't fold any of these hands. This one strategy here absolutely catapulted my results at the poker tables because I don't bet small like everyone else does. I shove all of my chips in the middle when I know I have by far the best hand, and I know that they have a very strong second best hand that they're never folding. So don't let them off the hook easy. Shove all the chips in now and thank me later. Number 3, fold bad draws. So guys, most people chase way too many bad draws these days. Let me give you an example. You call pre-flop with the ace of hearts and the 7 of hearts, a beautiful little hand that I suggest playing in a lot of situations. By the way, if you just want some simple charts to show you exactly what hands to play, I have included those in my free poker cheat sheet. It is totally free. I will leave a link to that in the description below. You can study the charts yourself, stop guessing, start winning. So the flop flop comes down with the 7 of spades, 9 of diamonds, and 8 of clubs, and a lot of people would say, oh wow, we flopped a straight draw here, we can catch any 10. However, guys, you must understand that you are chasing the worst straight draw possible on this board. In fact, there are many straights that have you completely drawing dead, and what I mean by that is that if the 10 comes on the turn or river, if they have any queen in their hand, they have a higher straight. In fact, if they have a hand like queen 10 right now, you could literally be drawing dead right now. So when a tight player bets here on the flop, you just want to fold now, cut your losses, guys. Bottom line, do not chase bad straight draws, especially against solid players. You always want to make sure that you are chasing straights or flush draws, that if you are to make your draw, it's going to be the best hand possible. Number 4, bluff strong. So guys, I'm just gonna say it, small bets are for amateurs. I might get some flack for that one, but let me give you an example. You've got the ace of diamonds and the king of clubs, and a weak player calls. So this is the kind of player who likes to talk themselves into a fold, and we're gonna give them a reason to throw their hand away in this example. So the flop comes down with the 10 of diamonds, 4 of hearts, and deuce of clubs. So I'm not gonna lie, we don't have a whole lot on this board. So we've just got ace high in a dream here, but you're gonna go ahead and make the bet anyways, because we know that ace king is the best current non-paired hand, and also critically, we also know that 2 out of every 3 times in poker, on average, they miss the flop as well. So you bet the flop here, they call. Turn comes down with the queen of hearts. Now this is actually a pretty good card for us. Number 1, this is a scare card, meaning that if they had a hand like jack 10, for example, on the flop, or a hand like pocket nines, they're not so happy to see this queen on the turn here because it represents a higher card that could be beating them now. Also, it's important to note here that with the queen, we now have a Broadway straight draw, meaning that we can catch any of the 4 remaining jacks in the deck to make the unbeatable 10 jack queen king ace straight on the river. Now, the biggest mistake that people make here is they only bet small, and the problem with that is you're not giving them a reason to fold their hand. So if the pot is $100 here, you want to bet strong. I would suggest betting $75. This is going to give them a clear reason to throw away one of their middle pair hands like pocket 8s, pocket 9s, or a jack 10 right now and pick a better spot. By the way, if you struggle with situations like this, I walk you through hundreds of bluffing spots like this in my brand new Play Fearless Poker training program. There are over 12 hours of advanced bluffing and aggression tactics for you to use in your poker games to start winning a lot more pots when you don't have anything. This is the bread and butter of winning strategy. I have just opened up enrollment. If you want to get in, I will leave a link to that in the description below. Let's move on to number 5 now, which is basic hand reading. So guys, hand reading really took my game to the next level. Let me give you an example. You've got 2 red kings, pocket cowboys. That's the king of hearts and the king of diamonds, and you get raised on this river. The 3 of spades, 6 of diamonds, 7 of hearts, 8 of clubs, and 10 of spades. Guys, let me tell you that versus any tight, decent player, one of these regulars in today's games, you are crushed here nearly every single time. They have a hand like a set. That would be a hand like pocket 3s, pocket 6s, pocket 7s, pocket 8s, or pocket 10s. All of these hands have 3 of a kind on this river, and all of them have us beat. Also, critically, if this player has any 9 in their hand, they have a straight. And also, do not talk yourself into thinking that they have pocket aces, pocket kings, pocket queens here. Remember, they would have re-raised you earlier in the hand if they had those. Nope, they have 3 of a kind, a straight here. Fold your pocket kings, which is a 1 pair hand right now. Save yourself money and thank me later. Number 6, value bet top pair. So guys, the best poker players in the world, they already know this. You need to value bet your top pair every time. Let me give you an example. You have the queen of hearts and the jack of diamonds, and by the river, the board reads the 10 of hearts, queen of spades, 4 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, and 9 of hearts. So we have top pair with a pretty decent kicker on this board. If they check to you, you want to make a half pot bet here for value. You want to get paid off by all of these second best hands. For example, ace 10, king 10, jack 10, jack 9, pocket jacks. Guys, in a situation like this this where you have top pair and there are multiple second best hands that will clearly pay you off on the river here, do not check on the river and give them a free showdown. Always make these hands pay, always get yourself paid off by making a value bet on the river here. And number 7, don't re-raise middle pair. Guys, never do this at the poker tables. So you raise it up with the queen of spades and the jack of diamonds, and one of those aggressive, crazy players calls you. So this is the kind of player who loves to mix it up with all sorts of junky hands, and in particular, this is the kind of player who likes to bluff you. So let's keep that in mind as we go see the flop of the king of diamonds, jack of spades, and 3 of hearts. So we have hit middle pair on this board with a reasonable kicker, so you decide to go ahead and make a bet here. Definitely a reasonable play, but this player goes ahead and raises us. What is going on here? Well, guys, let me tell you, this is just an aggressive, bluffy player doing what aggressive, bluffy players do, which is re-raising you with all sorts of draws, all sorts of middle pair, bottom pair, or even nothing at all. Now, the biggest mistake that people make here is going for a re-raise. Guys, you don't want to fight fire versus fire. Do not play into their game. Just flat call them here instead and let them bluff off all of their chips to you. Bottom line, guys, don't try to bluff back the aggressive players. Let them hang themselves. Let them keep bluffing. Just call them down with your middle pair. All right, guys, like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And once again, if you want to know my entire strategy to beat the small and mid stakes games, make sure you grab a copy of my free poker cheat sheet. That'll be the top link in the description below. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. All the best at the poker tables, unless you're on mine.